Hi, I'm Dean Argent, a university qualified mechanical engineer. I'm a licensed motor dealer and the owner of usedvehiclesales.Ford Territory for sale, guarded by the vicious guard dog.com.au. And in this video, I'm going to take you on a walkthrough of this 2007 model Ford Territory leather seated SUV awesomeness that I've got for sale right here on my yard. Now, first thing I want to tell you, when I choose these cars before I buy them, I like to get down here like this and I'm looking at the reflections in the paint up the side there because it gives away any dents. If you have a look, there is no dents. And then I like to come across the front here and I'm looking for stone chips and stuff. There it is. See how there's one there? Well, on the bad ones you get here and you can just see like 1,000 of them. This one's got one. And then up the side here you can see there's no dents except for a little scuff right there. So all in all, it's been a well cared for car. It just had a little thing there. And I'm thinking that when that happened in the car park, someone dropped an F-bomb. Because I reckon what they were doing was backing back like that and just touched the front pole. Probably yelling at the kids in the back and at the same time went, yeah, fucking kids. That's what would have happened at my place. So maybe that's what happened here. Anyhow, moving right along. As you can see, the tyres, see how they're wearing evenly across there? Now, that doesn't mean much to you most likely, but to me it does. Shows me that the suspension geometry and steering components and all that are doing exactly what they should and operating how they should. Here's the Roddy. Hello, boy. He's a viciously guarding, as they do. So let's have a look here. Inside we've got the power windows all operated there, got electric seat and these leather inserts in the seat. All looking good. Got the cruise control going there so you can tackle those long distances without having to think too much about holding your speed. Have a look here at the dash. You can see we've got the 213 on the clock. Car starts and runs and drives like it should, runs beautifully. Everything's working like it should. Aircon's icy cold. Here, I'll start it for you. There we go. So she starts and runs. All those lights and stuff are just on because, well, I've got the door open, haven't got my seatbelt on. Looks like it needs a little bit of a drink. 69 k's to go before it runs out of fuel. So, got all the radio controls here. You can boom that through there. If you like the radio station I've got cranking here, it's got loud mode. So if you want to listen to it loud, I guess you push the loud button. And so the rest of your controls there. You can bang some CDs in here if you want to do it. Aircon's icy cold. They always are on these Ford Territories. We move so many of these and never ever have trouble with the aircons in them. So you can see the aircon's on there, and just turn the fan up and you probably can't hear that, but if you can, it's blowing really cold air already just from sitting here running for the last few minutes. So turn the dash, the interior light up there on and off by depressing that button there, central locking here. It is automatic. It does have somewhere to put your husband's or his drinks there and her coffee's there. That's what happens at my place. Beer, coffee. So, oh, don't worry. She hits me up. She's like, hey, when are we getting wine, coffee? Meaning she's that seat and I'm driving. And we sometimes do, but mostly not. Gee, she's good. And so in there you can store all your stash and stuff. Have a look in there. Got the log books and all the service history and all that stuff going on in there. Pretty cool. So, like, there are a few things, like if you look at the seat there, there is a bit of a worn mark sort of there, but if that bothers you, you wouldn't be looking at a used car. So you'd be down at Ford buying a new one. So if you have a look here, these back seats do drop down. I've left them up like this so you can see there that if you've got two kids, that's the battle divider. So you sit one over there and one there so they can't fight in between that. When you've got three kids, well, what they do at my place is one, they sit the little girl in the middle and they bend her over and they squish her down and she starts squealing and they're like, what? I didn't do it. Of course you didn't do it. So got aircon vents there, a bit hard to see in this light. You plug your phone and whatnot in there. So you can just tug on that down there and the seat all just drops down. See how she drops down flat there? Hold those little flaps over and you've got yourself a shaggin' wagon. So we'll go around the back here and have a look. Oh, it's a shin buster. It's got the tow bar as well. So if you walk too close here and drive your shin into it, well, you probably shouldn't. You should walk one shoulder width away so you don't bang your shins into it. Cool, huh? It is the super rooter model. So if you like to do lots of rooting, this might be the one for you. In your new, here, look here. So we've got door and glass, but have a look in here. See, there's a lot of space in there. You could, if you knocked off your mother-in-law and she went stiff, I reckon you'd get her in there. I'm not allowed to talk about mother-in-laws. My wife goes crook about that, but I just did. So anyhow, what I like about these is they've got door and they've also got glass. So if you're on a long trip somewhere, you hit glass, and then lift this, up she goes, so that whole part goes up, but the tailgate stays closed. And the idea of it is so that if you're on a long trip or something, say you got a trailer or something on there, one of the kids has a spew, mum can come around here, do the big reach in, get the vomit rag, go and clean up the vomit, because it's normally dark on the side of the road somewhere. And it saves you having to lift up this and have all the stuff fall out all over the ground and dad drop the F-bomb. I'm sure you've been there, if you've got kids. If you haven't, parenting is wonderful. So look what you've got to look forward to. So have a look down this side, you can see it's shiny and bright and cool. Having a look in there, just complete the shag and wagon by just dropping that down. Need two hands to do it. There we go. Lots of space, huh? And back here, we'll go and have a look inside there. And that concludes the video walkthrough of this car. Now, when the cars come into, oh, there's that dent. Warning, warning, it's the dent. So when the cars come into the yard, we do 3 levels of test on them. We do a road test, a yard test, and a mechanical inspection. And see, up in that raised area up there, that's our hoist in that area there. So they come in, the mechanic drives them, he goes and mechanics them. We get the roadworthy guy to come out, he does his independent inspections on them. And then we do quality control on them, and all of the cars get prepared up to a very specific level. And so the reason that I do it is because we sell so many cars to folks out in way out west and way up north, Cairns and stuff like that, because the cars down here are so much cheaper than where they live. So they fly down and then they jump in their cars and they drive off. And where was I? So I have to prepare all the cars as though they're going to be driving off for a 1,500, 2,000 kilometre drive. And this one's no exception, it's ready to go. Now, I don't expect you to believe me, I dropped F-bombs and I muck around a bit too much in my videos, but what you should do is go and have a look at my Facebook page and you'll see the vast majority of our people there, they write wonderful reviews that dealing with us is wonderful because I genuinely put so much effort into preparing the cars. Now, if you have a look, we are on dirt. The furry security department, the Rottweiler is sitting over there. We're a bit off the beaten track and the gates are normally closed. So what I'm telling you is that I don't have concrete, I don't have flags, I don't have salesmen on standby waiting to pounce on you when you come in. This is me being the salesman pouncing on you. So I do that to keep the overheads down so that when you come out here, yep, you might get dirty feet, but then when you drive off, you got yourself a good, safe, reliable car. And that's what's most important to me. So go and have a look at my Facebook reviews. The link's down on the thing below. Go and have a look. There's the odd idiot on there who wants to slag. You never stop that when you sell the amount of cars we do. But you'll see that we genuinely prepare them properly and we genuinely help our people if they have trouble afterwards. But it's very rare that happens. 97.2% of our cars go out without having an issue. So, if you want to come out and have a look, by all means, you're welcome to. Just let us know when you come out so that we can get ready to pounce on you when you come in. No, so that someone's here to see you because the gate's normally locked. Okay, so if we know you're coming, we'll make sure that there's no one else here if possible and that we can see you at the time. The other thing is that all the prices are fixed. If you ask me, are you negotiable? I'll be like, oh, look at this. Yes. OH&S is a wonderful thing here. Apparently the kids ride on the side of the car on the way home. If you ask me, am I negotiable? I'll be like, yeah, I'm negotiable, but why do you want to pay more? I muck around. But in reality, I can't take out of the cars what I put into them. And so that's why all the prices are fixed. Now, what comes with the car for the price you see it advertised? Good question, and I'm glad you asked. Firstly, if you use your mind's eye and imagine a little white and maroon number plate sitting there with 6 months Queensland rego, that's what it comes with. We are a large dealer with Queensland Transport. What that means, we've got number plates on site here. So if you want to come buy it on a Saturday or something, we just bang the plates on, take your money and wave goodbye. Works easy just like that. So it comes with 6 months rego, all your stamp duty, transfer, government, rip-you-off fees, all that's included in the price. It comes with a current roadworthy certificate. It comes with a fresh service. So when we do our mechanical inspection, we service all the vehicles. It's got guaranteed no money owing, guaranteed not stolen, guaranteed never written off. And I'll show you all that on the paperwork when you come down. If you need help with your finance, there's a link up the top of the page that says no deposit finance. You can put your details in there and our finance fella, he'll come back and give you a quote on just how much it'll cost you per week to drive away in this fine automobile. If you if you want to come and pay by card or cash or something, you can. I'd prefer to do an internet transfer. We've got FPOS, we've got all that sort of stuff. You can pay via that however you want to do it. I'm Dean Argent. Thanks for watching this video. If you want it, dive on it. When these territories are incredibly popular, we sell so many of them. Take note about the Ford Territory diff bushes. If you're looking at another Ford Territory, make sure that it's had its diff bushes done, because all of them needed it around this kilometre mark. I've got a whole series of videos where we've done diff bush after diff bush after diff bush on these, and if you have a look on our YouTube channel, you'll see tons of them. But these have just been done, which means you'll get another 150, 200,000 kilometres out of this car before they need doing. In all reality, you won't be doing them again. It's a big job, and I've had people quote $3,000 to do them. It's been done. You don't need to worry about it, and that's the big thing with these. So if you want to pay by cash, you can. I'd rather you didn't. I'd rather you pay with a card or something like that. That works better for us, or internet transfer. Oh, I think I'm done. I'm Dean. Thanks for watching. If you want it, dive on it. If you don't, hope you like watching the video. Give us a thumbs up and a like and a whatever, and hope you come down and I'll see you soon. Bye now.